Uh, is What are you thinking about the Galvao fight in 2021? Is that something that you think is going to happen? Like, what do you think about that one, Gordon?
I think it has a lot to do with two things. Number one, or three things. I think number one has a lot to do with how honest his students were going back to Atos and telling him how the rounds went in Miami. Um, a lot of people rationalize things when the rounds are over to not kill themselves. So if their students are honest, there's no way that Galvao will ever compete against me ever in his life. Um, if they say, oh, I did okay, I wasn't really trying, or I was out of shape, blah blah blah, then maybe he'll be like, okay, I'll compete against him. Another thing that will come to play is how I perform over the next 2 years. If I go in until ADCC 2021 and I just crush everyone and no one's even competitive, I think that'll be something that deters him from wanting to compete. But if I go and have a tough match with someone who he's beaten easily, maybe, or he sees a big hole in my game where I'm kind of exposed, per se, then I think that will encourage him to compete. And the third one is it will depend on how big the event actually is for ADCC 2021, whether or not they raise the prize money, how big they make it promotional wise, like if there's billboards in Las Vegas with both of our pictures on it, things like that. If they double the prize money or up the prize money to a considerable amount, that may have to do with it. Just a general promotion around his name may encourage him to do it as well.
How do you think that match would play out, just from a analysis point of view?
I think it'll be a match. From his perspective, he wants to make it pretty much the same as the Felipe match went. I think he wants to keep it standing, play a very tactical game. He's pretty tactically sound. He knows that he can't compete with me on a technical level. Like if he actually does jiu-jitsu, he's going to get crushed. And I think that he and everybody else knows that. But tactically, I think is his best way to beat me. I think if he chooses to keep it standing and tries to wear me out with hand fighting and take me down repeatedly and score a point here or there, or just do enough to win a decision, I think he's more than happy with that. That's shown in his last super fight. He hasn't submitted anybody, so in all the super fights, I think that he's more than happy with winning a tight tactical battle.
Well, I mean, he's somebody he's obviously won the ADCC super fight a few times in a row. Why are you so confident that it would be that easy for you? Just to
In terms of in terms of comparing us technically, I'm much better than him. As far as just strictly jiu-jitsu, I know a lot more than him. I'm much better at jiu-jitsu. The only question is tactically, will I be able to keep a hold of him? Will I be able to sweep him without him just disengaging and jumping in, make it look like give the illusion that he's creating action but not really doing anything, and then going into overtime and trying to just take me down or pick up single legs to make it look like he's working. Technically, I don't really think it's going to be an issue, but there's a lot of tactics that go into winning ADCC, and people don't realize that. So it's going to make a big difference, I think.
Craig, what do you got to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited on the prospects that it actually happens. I think obviously it'd probably be the most hyped super fight ever. So I'm really, from my point of view, praying it happens. But yeah, I think having trained with everyone I've trained with, all the major teams around the world, no one's beats me up like Gordon. So obviously he beats me up in competition as well. But yeah, I don't think that's a good match for anyone right now. So I think it'll be pretty dominant as long as, yeah, like Gordon said, he doesn't tactically sort of stalemated and edge it out.